What's going on, NinBuzz community? Welcome back for another week of Community Choice. As always, I'm your host, RedFalconGames. And last week, I asked you guys Kyogre or Groudon, the two mascots for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I got the results here, so let's go ahead and get into this one. And the winner is, drumroll please, I'm holding the mic with one hand, so I can't really do it. The winner is Kyogre with 61% of the votes, and Groudon with 39, and this kind of took me by surprise. Let's start with Groudon. Groudon is my personal favorite of the two, and just because I think Groudon looks so tough and so intimidating, and just I really like the design with the ridges on the head and the tail and then the black around. It's really cool, and I think the primal form looks cooler as well. And Megas are similar, I think, in coolness, but Groudon is a ground type, and it relies mainly on physical attack and some physical defense as well, in total contrast to Kyogre, as normally legendary mascots are. It's the continent Pokemon, so it's about land, it's about expanding the continents, whereas Kyogre is about the seas. In my opinion, I thought that the Groudon was just the better legendary. I like to go with more of a physical moveset with these legendaries, and one fun fact though, I always thought that the Groudon was ground fire just because of its red color, and it may even be news to some of you guys. It's just ground. It is just ground type, that's it. I found that out probably a few years ago, and I called myself a Pokemon fan before that, for sure. So, I actually did grow up, though, playing the Sapphire version, just with Kyogre, and I really liked how those games tied together the weather elements, even more so than Lugia and Ho-Oh in their games. I mean, the movie definitely tied it together, but in these games, there were actually the weather elements, and they were disrupted, and it was just great. I thought it was really, really awesome the way they did in these games, and I'm really looking forward to playing the remakes, as I'm pretty sure everyone is. Just to replay those parts with the weather is so cool at the end with the legendaries. Moving on to Kyogre. Kyogre is more of a special Pokemon, and they are special attack and special defense are the highest two stats of Kyogre. I'm sorry, I'm just remembering this off the top of my head. The primal form is pretty cool. It's more, it looks like it's better swimmer, and it's got some cool things on its tail. I'm just looking at it right now. And the mega forms are pretty even, like I said before. They both look pretty awesome. But anyway, moving on to Kyogre, it expands the oceans. This thing, fun fact about it is such a pain in the butt to catch. In Pokemon Sapphire, I remember this thing has one of those moves that heals you that makes it harder for you to catch it. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. It had Drizzle that just made it rain and made it even longer and longer and longer. Oh, it was just such a pain in the butt. But it's definitely a great Pokemon as well. It's obviously based off of an ogre. It seems like it has a whale-ish form, but more powerful than a whale. I always liked facing Kyogre more than Groudon in Pokemon Pinball. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire Pinball. That game I used to play all the time when I was younger. So definitely some cool things about the Kyogre, Groudon. I love the trio too with the Rayquaza. I just didn't want to put it because I thought everyone would vote for Rayquaza, and I think I was right. So anyway, kind of a surprise. I thought Groudon was going to win. Actually, straight up, I'll tell you that. But Kyogre won, and with 61% of the votes, so it's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and move on to next week's question, which is going to be another Pokemon one. Which is your favorite normal type Pokemon? Now, I thought about this and I was thinking, normal types are kind of boring, aren't they? And then I was looking into some of the normal type Pokemon, and I realized that they're not. There are some awesome normal type Pokemon out there. So I want you guys to be a little bit creative and think of your favorite or favorites. Multiple ones is fine. Normal type Pokemon. List that in the comments below. I'm RedFalconGames. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out my personal Let's Play. With the links in the description, you will see a Paper Mario 100% walkthrough / Let's Play. I've been working pretty hard on that, so if you check that out, I'd very much appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it as well, and most importantly, don't forget to comment below what your favorite normal type Pokemon is. Once again, I'm RedFalconGames. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Have an awesome week, NinBuzz.